Right, here I am, Suffolk Triumph, amongst all these wonderful Triumph motorcycles. Yeah, marvellous, but what am I on? Well, I'm on a bike I haven't ridden. Yeah, look at that. A Triumph Scrambler 900, can you believe? I don't recall ever riding one. Absolutely marvellous. So, it's an experience for all of us then. Yeah, let's get going and see what I think of this. Oh, Naughty Boy and Harley, was that marvellous. Right, let's get going. Oh, dead comfy. Good seating position. Mickey Mouse mirrors. One big round clock. Yeah, like the Street Twin. Marvellous. Analog as well. Wonderful. And we've got rev counter this time in numbers. I have a job keeping up. They keep moving about. Sometimes it's the rev counter that's analog. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so what have we got? Well, we've got that marvellous 900 engine. It's just wonderful. 64, 65 brake horsepower, something like that. And of course 80 newton meters of torque, and this is in the Scrambler style. Slightly knobbly tyres on it, but very smooth, like the 900, like the Speed 900 and the T100. Yeah, marvellous. Obviously 5-speed gearbox. Yeah, marvellous. Don't know how long the forks are. We've got gear indicator, fuel indicator. Yeah, just wonderful. Yeah, very smooth so far. And of course, all the switches as I'm used to. Yeah, there isn't a massive amount on it. I don't know what modes it's got. This has got road at the moment, so I'll just have a look. Oh, it's got rain and road. That's it, rain and road. Yeah, marvellous. Handling, just superb. What I've always been a little bit wondering about with the 900 is it's got no ground clearance. It's got a seat height of 790. That's less than the Scrambler 400. I don't know what the ground clearance is on it, but it is an absolute pleasure to ride, like all the 900s are. Very polite, well mannered. If it was a bloke, it's the sort you'd want to marry your daughter. Yeah, very sensible. Yeah, trouble is the daughters would probably want something a bit wild child, wouldn't they? Yeah, a bit more if you know what I mean. Yeah, wonderful. This one's in like a matte green as well. Gearbox seems very quiet actually for Triumph. Clutch light as a feather. Don't know what the brakes are like yet. I haven't had to touch them. I don't know if this is purely a styling exercise from Triumph with the Scrambler 900. Maybe you'll have an opinion on it. Brakes, dead solid. Yeah, they're going to stop you on a sixpence. Balance, dead easy. There you go. Get down here. Again, this is a brand new bike, so I can't go crazy on it, and I'm just a bit wary of the tyres. Yeah, so I'll let it drift around that corner a bit. It does seem very nice, and the exhaust has a wonderful note to it. Oh, we're in a 40. Behave yourself time. Of course, this is obviously designed for the back roads. I mean, where else would you take it? Off-road, I suppose. Yeah. But dead smooth. Very smooth. And that torque just there when you want it. Oh, little burble from the exhaust as well. Yeah, very nice. Do like that. Crikey, they're building a lot of houses here. Is it really a scrambler, or is it just a fashion for Triumph to produce? I mean, it looks nice. I like the scrambler style, I've got to say. But the 1200s, oh, they're big boys. They are seriously big boys. But I just feel, if I was going off-road, if I was doing the dirt tracks and stuff, I think I might actually prefer to be on this 900 because it feels light and easy, more manageable. I was surprised with the 1200, I've got to say that. Yeah, the 1200 feels light and manageable, but this is even lighter and small. I think 223 kilos, it's still a lot, isn't it, for an off-road bike? If you think the 400's in at about 170 kilos, yeah. It does go well, very easy. And the wonderful sound. And of course the classic looks. I don't know for a scrambler. I'm not that fussed about not having two clocks. What do you think? Would you like two clocks on a scrambler? I think the single clock fits it better than it fits the speed 900. But suspension seems to work well, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is either. But you get a feeling from a bike, and this again feels like an easy bike to ride. But we're down here, we don't have the washboard road, but we do have the speed bump road. Yeah, and it's one after the other after the other. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. There's the first, and they are quite vicious ones, these. Yeah. Maybe it's to stop anyone getting any speed up and just disappearing off into the river at the end, because it is a dead end. Beautiful place to live, but phew, you have to pay for it, this place, I tell you. There's a bit of a premium on property here. But over the speed bumps, absolutely no trouble at all. I'm 6'2", and the position is just fine. It feels like I'm sat on Bertie, to be honest. Yeah, with the position, except the foot peg's slightly further back. But I should imagine it's excellent for standing up. Oh, is this the last? No, we've got two more speed bumps to go, and then we'll be away. Yeah, marvellous. God, we do have a car here trying to get out. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, what can I say? He couldn't just go back a little bit. I mean, this is just crazy, isn't it? Crikey. Don't know how much room they wanted. More than that car was giving them. Could get a bus through there. But there you go. Let's get down here and just do a little walk round. or pub's dead busy. So what we'll do is we'll just go here, I reckon. Yeah, marvellous. Oh, there's an old thing in there. Right, so let's have a little look at it. There you go, Triumph Scrambler 900. What a tasty little bike, wonderful. So, here it is, absolutely stunning looking bike really, in that matte green, really nice finish. It looks sort of green, I don't know why, green sort of suits the Scramblers, but it's like a matte as well, like satin. Very nice. Yeah, spoked wheel at the front, single disc, pretty standard forks I think, belly pan. Obviously, are they tubed? I don't know if the tyres are tubed. That wonderful 64 brake horsepower high torque engine with 80 newton meters of torque, so it's quite an achievement for 64 brake horsepower, isn't it? That high exhaust, I'm not picking up any excess heat from it. Don't know on a longer journey if that'd be the case, and I don't know how Mrs. Tame would feel about it, because she'd get quite close to it. Seat height 790, it's quite low, but with that we don't get any ground clearance either, and no centre stand. Rear lights really nice, I like it nice and small and slightly bulbous, it's really nice. Rear shocks, pretty standard I think, and a blanking plate here on this side. Not a lot else to say about it. These bikes are as simple as you can get these days, which I think is a good thing. The dash, just that single clock with all the information below in here. Mickey Mouse mirrors, simple switch gear, rain mode and road mode, that's all you get, but it seems to work well. Yeah, the fuel tank just 12 litres, but I should imagine it's pretty thrifty if it's anything like the T100, 65 to the gallon I would imagine, something like that. But yeah, very nice, I like it, very practical. But yeah, let's get on and do the census test. I'm here at Waldron Field, obviously. Some people out sailing, there's plenty of wind today. Here at the Maybush, everyone enjoying their lunch. Wonderful. Right, let's get back on and do the census test. Right, here we are, back on board. Yeah, let's get going and do the census test. Brrr, ding. Wonderful. Oh, and there we go. Into gear. Clunk, of course. It's a Triumph. And let's get up the speed bumps again. Like I say, not a huge amount of ground clearance. Enough to do these speed bumps, thank heavens. Yeah. But I don't know quite how that would work off-road. I assume there's enough for dirt tracks and things like that. And of course, the wheelbase also comes into effect, because do you get anywhere near your sump? I guess for boulders and rocks, that's the issue, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, everything just works just fine. Oh, look at that old roller. Oh, and so there we go. Yeah, that Golf suffers more than the bike suffers over the speed bumps by the looks. Let's get on to the senses anyway. And first off, we've got taste. What does it taste like? Well, this would be one of those after dinner mints, yeah, after 8, you know what I mean? Possibly one of the other ones with the cream in the middle, you know, the thicker ones. I don't know what they're called. You often get them in posh restaurants and stuff. Yeah, a minty chocolate, I reckon. That's what this would taste like. Smell. Well, this is literally a brand new bike, so it smells wonderful. No smell of oil or petrol or water, anything like that. Just newness, hot metal and plastic. Yeah, wonderful smell. Mechanical, hot, warm engine. There's nothing better, I don't think. And then, what does it look like? Well, it looks like a scrambler, and it does that really well. I think it looks like the big 1200s. It looks like the little 400s, and it looks like a scrambler. Yeah. It doesn't have the high up mudguard, and I don't think it is meant to be a serious scrambler, but you could have serious fun down some gravel roads with it. Yeah. That's what it looks like. What does it feel like? Well, it's top quality. Yeah, top notch is what I would say. Everything feels, it's made by Triumph, so obviously it's gonna be well put together, and it feels like that when you touch it. All the switch gear, again, these are not a huge amount of money really in comparison to like the 1200s and stuff. What a lovely feel through the seat of that rumbling engine. Yeah, so a little bit of vibration, but you want a little bit because you want to know you're riding a motorbike. The exhaust has a lovely burble to it, but we'll get on to that. So yeah, or to touch and feel, premium, I would say. And then, yeah, the sound. What does it sound like? It sounds burbly. The exhaust sounds really nice. And I don't know if that's just because it's closer to your ear or not, or it's the design of the exhaust. Oh. Yeah, going too fast though, which is a shame on these roads, isn't it? And that's the top and bottom of it, isn't it, when it comes to bikes? Most bikes are capable of getting you in trouble, and therefore the CC, the brake horsepower, all that lot don't have much to do with it. This has got plenty of torque though, and its torque is addictive and it's fun. It just sounds wonderful. And then we're on to the sixth sense. Well, how does it make me feel? What does it do to me? And it's very reminiscent of my T100, with a slightly different seating position and a different sound and a different view, which I guess makes it all very different, is best I could say. Do I like it? Yeah, I love it. It's brilliant, and I would like one. In fact, I'd like a Speed 900 as well. I could have the whole collection, couldn't I? Yeah. But I have got to take it back. I'll bring you back in a little while. Right, so let's get down here. Yeah, I've got to take it back, so we might as well just have a recap. We've got the single clock, we've got the Mickey Mouse mirrors, we've got the classic styling of a retro motorcycle, all wrapped up as a scrambler. We've got 64 brake horsepower, 80 newton meters of torque, a seat height of 790, so even Dave could ride it. Not a huge amount of room for Mrs. Tame on the back, but I have been surprised. The Rocket doesn't have much more of a seat, and Mrs. Tame finds it very comfy, so I suspect she might find this comfy. And just jumping on the brakes there, absolutely fine. Yeah. Oh, we've got a cyclist, so what I'll do is I'll bring you back when we're a bit closer. Right, oh, almost back there now. Yeah, oh, time to give it back. Have I enjoyed it? Yeah, I really like it. There's, even though it feels as small as the T120, I actually feel like I'm sat higher up. That's odd, isn't it? So it does feel taller than what it actually is, which is really confusing for my brain. Yeah, but a wonderful bike. So I've got no qualms about it. Would I have one? Yeah, I just wonder whether it'd make a winter bike, and I suspect it would. But let's get back in here. We'll get that parked just here. Into neutral, side stand down, all without looking, over it goes, engine off. Let's get round here and have a little look at it. There you go, Triumph Scrambler 900, just another wonderful motorcycle from that 900 range. Yeah, wonderful.